I wasn't going to do a live today, not feeling real good. However, I have to tell you all, three new books went live today. Mary Brotherton's Remdona's Extended Warranty, which is a graphic novel about a real event where a family did the very selfless act of donating their daughter's organs when she died from an asthma attack. That was my granddaughter. Also, Gwendolyn Law's Gwen's coloring therapy, Affrimations, went live today. That book is in conjunction with her September Chill, which is her journey through two relationships of domestic violence. Last but not least, Carol Speardale's little book, Delilah, the Curious Flamingo, goes to the craft store, went live today. We have so many authors, so many books, so many genres, that it never ceases to amaze me what God is doing with Midnight Publishing. Told y'all from the beginning, he drives this train. I am working with a nonprofit to do a book. It's a children's book that deals with the acceptance of death. Cute little book. It is still in the graphic stage. I am very blessed because with all of the different books and genres and children's books and graphic novels and all the things that we have been allowed to do here, I am continually growing my craft. When I started this last June, hi Carla, I did not expect this thing to take off. I started this just to help some friends of mine because our publisher had died. God had other ideas. And I'm grateful. I'm very, very, very grateful. Because there are books that are being put out there that might not have ever got put out there. L.A. Ryan's book Secrets, story about a young lady in the 1970s who goes to work for the Atlanta Police Department as a stenographer. And she has a secret. She has the gift of sight. I am very proud to announce that this month, that she is our bestseller here at Midnight Publishing. That's because she trusted the process. After a lucky start, she trusted the process. Behind her is Errol's Journey by Bonnie Clark and Carol Bellavance's Open Hearts and Safe Haven Prayers. All three of these women are brand new authors with Midnight Publishing. And they have jumped in with both feet and trusted the process. And God just keeps blessing them. Carol Speardoyce, same thing. Brand new author. She sent me Delilah, the Curious Flamingo, and her Christmas Town. And already, she is right behind those three girls with book sales. She has sent me her second book, Delilah, the Curious Flamingo, Goes to the Craft Store, which went live today. And I expect good things out of that. What we do here at Midnight Publishing is something that most houses don't. We edit, we format, we do book covers, we market. And we've also started a trend where children's authors embrace AI. Mary Brotherton's books, If I Could Be a Mermaid, If I Could Be a Butterfly, If I Could Be a Giant, World's Best Grandfather, and Too Many Rules, are all done with AI. And they are done in such a way that, except for If I Could Be a Mermaid, they're all done in such a way it looks like photographs. Here at Midnight Publishing, it is my goal, if it is God's goal, to continue to embrace AI and to make us stand out and not be blending in. It's like I tell the authors all the time, if you continually run second, the view never changes. We want to be ahead of the pack. We want to be ahead of the herd. We want to be the trendsetters that other people want to emulate. They say that imitation is the greatest form of flattery. Well, we want that. Because being an indie author is hard enough. But to be in the middle of a pack where there's other indie authors, you're not going to get seen. So when I ask an author, are you married to your cover? Are you married to this graphic? There's a reason for that. And that is, I want my authors to stand out. I don't want them to blend in. It is very important that they stand out because they are, each one of them are very important. If you go to the YouTube site, it's under my name, Yvonne Mason at Midnight Publishing, you will see all the shorts that we have put up since October. We have had almost 15,000 views on all of these shorts. Every day something new goes up. If you go to our website, you will see every one of our authors, with the exception of the newest one that I have not put up yet. And you will continually see updates. Every day something goes up there. It also shows up on all of our social media sites, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, Twitter, LinkedIn, Blogger, Tumblr, of course here on Facebook. I work very hard for my authors, and in kind, they are very kind and generous to me. So when you get an opportunity, go check out Peggy Engler, Alta Desinoid, Linda Humphreys, a children's author, Isaac Jones, a children's author, Mary Brotherton, a children's author and an adult author. In fact, her book From the Balcony will be out very soon. Her book 1,000 Words has already been released, plus Faith and Folly and Steep Steps. Check out Jason Wolfgang Gerhardt with his paranormal detective stories. Check out Kim Carmichael. She's a romance author. She wrote Trophy Doctor. Of course, check out Carol Desnoid and Carol Speardoyce and her little Delilah books. Check out Andrea Ding Van Scoyoc. She writes a plethora of genres, from vampire goth to spiritual inspiration to gardening. Our authors are so multi-talented that they just do what the voices in their head tells them to do. Andrea's latest book, Richie Reads, comes out on the 8th. And her book, Welcome to Crowhaven Chapel, is already out. It is a gothic spiritual inspiration book. So is The Sacredness of Every Day, how Celtic Christianity still survives in a world of modernization. It is already out. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not yet read indie authors, I suggest you do. You're missing out. Of course, there's my books that are out there that are true crime fiction, historical fiction, dramedy, comedy. Just look up my name on Amazon and you'll see all of my books. And of course we have Ellie Ryan, Bonnie Clark, Darlene J. Joe, Carol Bellavance, who's got a new book coming out called Holding On to God's Hand During the Storm. I see this time next year we will probably be at 100 authors, which is wonderful. Dr. Darlene Williams, PhD, I want to welcome her to the family. That is the new book that I am working on. And it will be released as soon as we get it all tweaked and all pretty like she wants it. And her team, Samuel and Karen Lee, and the team that we are all working together to make her dream real. So until tomorrow, I want to thank you all. I am grateful to you all. Check out our books. And understand this, when you come on board, there's a couple of questions that you could ask. A, are you willing to follow the requirements, which are minimal? B, are you going to trust the process? And C, are you going to trust me? If any of those answers are, I'm not sure, then we can't help you. Because if you can't trust the process and you can't trust me, then this tells me that you really don't want your book out there, that you really don't want to stand out, that you really want to hide behind the crowd. So, until tomorrow, I hope people are as pleasant to you as you are to them, and I hope that you have the day that you deserve.